What the haters talking about?
What's up, family? Florida rapper Nardo Wick set it off on the Big Facts podcast when he explained how he would rather rob people in the past as opposed to getting a real job. As you can imagine, that did not go over well on these internet streets. People came for him, called him all kinds of names, everything but a child of God, saying that he is what is wrong with America. Well, after Nardo got wind of the contempt, he attempted to explain himself in detail. This is what Nardo said. They asked a question about my past, and I answered it. That's what I was doing when I was 15 to 16 years old, he wrote on Instagram. A product of my environment. My mama had just come home from prison, and it was a hard time for us, and we ain't have nothing. I would never tell or try to convince a young black man or anyone, period, to crash out. I changed my life and started taking rap seriously because I knew that I wouldn't make it if I kept doing what I was doing. All right. I'm glad he did that. I'm glad he did not just leave that hanging. Because, some dudes, they do stuff like that. They'll leave something out there, put something out there like that. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt that he said what he meant when he cleared everything up, right? Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. There are some dudes will make statements that are inflammatory and they'll just leave it out there if people pick up on it. As long as it's getting them publicity, getting them to trending, they'll leave it out there for as long as they possibly can. Now, dude did the right thing. He came right back and cleaned it up, said, that was how I used to think in the past, but, I realized the error of my ways. What I didn't get was why didn't the people who was interviewing him pressure him to clean it up on the spot? Because it got out there and, it took a couple of days before, it took a couple of days of the article or that information actually circulating, before people came back and heard the comment. So you could argue that within that little short time period that statement could have influenced one of these cats out here to go out there and do something stupid because, it was good enough for Nardo and, I'm impressed with Nardo. I look up to Nardo. Nardo is one of my favorite rappers. I admire him. So if it's good enough for Nardo, it's good enough for me, right? A lot of these dudes, they only hear what they want to hear. And they don't even put two and two together that, hey, this dude ain't out here robbing. He not still robbing. So obviously he must have caught his snap. He must have realized that wasn't the life because now he earns, a respectable living legally. They don't even add that type of stuff up. They'll just take what he said about the robbery part and be like, okay, I'm gonna go rob. Not, oh, this dude done changed his life and he ain't out here robbing no more, because he understands that crime really doesn't pay. They probably didn't listen to any other, and I'm sure he probably have other statements out there where he's talked about changing his life. But they didn't hear none of that. They heard the robbery part. And that's all, they was good with that. A lot of these cats got cognitive dissonance, They only hear what they want to hear. Just like with this Ghetto Boys music, Willie D music, I've heard many, many people say that the music got them through tough times. You know, the music motivated them to start their own business. You know, you guys were like fathers figures to me, you know, like, man, you know, thank you, thank you, thank you. But then there was guys that would say, man, you know, I went to jail listening to y'all music, man. Man, yeah, you know, that mind playing tricks, man, you know, man, I ended up doing 20 years, man. That was my favorite song, man. I listened to that song, man, that's that, man, I was out there getting it, man. Now, they heard the get money part, and they used that. However, they missed the but late at night, something ain't right. I feel I'm being tailed by the same sucker's headlights. Paranoid, you know, I'm tripping. They didn't hear that, or at least they didn't adhere to it. Who want to be paranoid? Who want to be tripping like that? You know? That's why I stepped out. Like, nah, man, I can't do this. Man, I got, my spirit ain't right. It was not sitting well with my spirit. Which brings me to what good does it profit a man to gain the world but lose his soul? I've been out there. I understand the hustle mentality. I understand the go get it, come back with it. I done it. But I realized after getting caught up, all I did was made it harder on myself. Most of the time when you get caught up, you're not gonna have money to mount a vigorous defense. Hell, most people ain't gonna have enough money to mount any kind of defense. But a vigorous one where you can actually go home, not likely, especially if they, you know, they got you all the way to the left. So right there, you got that. Then you got the whole jacket of having a felony on your record. Now now people have legal excuses for not allowing you to live in certain apartment complexes or condos. They have a legal excuse for not giving you a job. Some of them don't want to give you no action anyway. But the moment they see, oh, you got a felony? Okay, man, you got to look at it. So you get caught up, you go to jail. Let's say you was doing it for your children. Well, now you locked up and your house is wide open. Any cat it's wide open for any dude to be in your house doing whatever they want to your kids. And I do mean whatever you want to your kids. Because mama can't watch them all the time. So now you're missing out on valuable time. I've seen dudes who didn't come home. First of all, they went to jail when their kids were very, very small. Some of them went to jail when their kids couldn't talk or walk. By the time they got out, they had grandchildren talking and walking. They missed all of it. I'm talking about Mr. Walking, Mr. Talking, Mr. First day of school, Mr. Last day of school, missed everything in between, all of the football, basketball, volleyball, cheering, whatever, all of the extracurricular activities, the talks, the walks, the counseling, the teaching, everything. Missed all of showing them how to ride a bicycle, playing, vacate, just everything. Missed all of that. Nardo said he used to look at it like this. Why go to work for 2 weeks for $500 when you can just get $7,000 or $5,000 from somebody else by robbing them? I'm paraphrasing, but that's what he said. So it's a lot of cats that think like that. But at the end of the day, jacking ain't a job. Jacking is gonna get you jacked up eventually. Because just like with the dope game, once you do it and get away with it the first time, you're going to do it again because you got to think about what made you want to do it in the first place. How you get your back all the way up against the wall to make you want to do something like that in the first place. So the average dude, he ain't going to take that lick and go get a company and retire from jacking. He going to use that money to try to catch up on his bills and do whatever he need to do and have some fun or whatever. And then when he deplete those funds, he going to go out there again and do the same thing because now he thinks he's good at it. So the bottom line, fam, is that, crime does pay, but it don't pay good enough for me to lose my freedom. So if you want to jump out there, just know that if you play stupid games, you will win stupid prizes. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?
Yeah.